Hey guys, welcome back to Beck Pie's Slice of Life. I am Beck Pie, and I hope you guys had a very, very, very Merry Christmas. So one thing that I got for Christmas is a Nintendo Switch! It is awesome! So today I'm going to be doing a unboxing of the Nintendo Switch and find out what's in the box. And we also have these extra Joy-Cons, and I will talk more about those. So we'll find out what is in this box, and then I will talk a little bit about the Nintendo Switch. So I've got both my boxes here. We're gonna do this one second because it'll make more sense if we open this box here. So I will do that. All right. So you open it up and you're gonna have this kind of plate piece that will lift up. So what comes in that is two Joy-Cons. These are what the controllers are called. They're all gonna be in some kind of plastic wrap or foam wrap or something like that. So we've got two Joy-Cons. And then you've got your actual screen here. There's the back. Says Nintendo Switch. So there's that. And then once we lift this plate off, you've got some instructions here about the Nintendo Switch. It comes with an HDMI cable. So a pretty good sized one too. And to the side here, you've got this, and I'll explain this a little bit more in just a moment. You've got these pieces. These are two separate pieces. They are the Joy-Con straps, and I will show you how they work in just a moment. And then on this side, you have your cable that plugs into the wall, and then this plugs into the Nintendo Switch. And then you've got the console here. I'll pull it out. So there it is. It says Nintendo Switch. It says Nintendo on the back. So that is what comes in the big box. So this is what comes in the big box, and then I will open up this little box here. When you look in there, it'll look somewhat like that. You've got a Joy-Con here. You've got another Joy-Con. And then two more Joy-Con straps. And that is all that you will find in this box here. So I'm going to set the Joy-Cons and the Joy-Con straps aside for a moment and talk about the console and the screen here. When it comes, it'll be about 50% charged, so you probably want to charge it all the way up so then it is good to go. And this will fit in this slot here. The top of this has those kind of whole pieces, and then it's got a power button and volume button here. And then it will have on the top here, it'll have this piece that pops off, and it says game card. So you pop it open, and then in the cases for the games, you will have a little cartridge, and you just pop that down in there, and then your thing will turn on, and it will show you that that game is in there. And then to take it out, all you do is push down on it and pull it out. So that just slides in like that. Now this piece here will stick up a little bit out of the console. So let me take the screen out for a moment, and I will show you something about the actual console box piece. When you flip it around to the back, you don't see any ports or anything for plugging it in. Right here, you've got two USB ports. And flip it around to the front, the bottom, and there's no ports. So when I got mine, I was wondering, well, where do I plug it in at? So I figured out that this back piece here flips down. And when I figured that out, I saw that it says AC adapter, USB, and HDMI. So when I saw that, I kind of wondered, I wonder why it says that. But cool, I've got a storage compartment for my cords. And what I didn't realize was it said all those things because that's the kind of ports that are in there. And then you've got a piece right here that the cords can come out of, and then it just goes back, and then it just flips back on. So when you get it, don't be afraid to pull this off. It kind of didn't want to come at first, but after a couple times on and off, it will come on and off fine. So that's where you will plug in your cords. And I will set this aside now and talk a little bit more about the Joy-Cons. Here are the two that came with the big box, and here are the two that came in the smaller box. And there are multiple ways you can play with these. First off, you can play holding them just like this. So I'd hold them like this, just kind of the same way you do with normal controllers, except the remote piece is not touching, so you can like have them sprawled everywhere. It's great. The second way you can do it is you can take your Joy-Con and your strap here and connect them. For the Joy-Con strap, you will have the Joy-Con strap slide down onto it, and then it will click, and you can play it like this and have these remotes a little bit thicker, so it look like this in your hands. For taking stuff off, this little black button here, you want to press that and pull up on the Joy-Con strap, and you would do that with both of your remotes. The next way you can use it is by using this. You slide the Joy-Cons down onto it, and then you end up with a controller that looks kind of the same as any other controller looks, really. And then the last way you can play with these is simply sliding them onto your screen. And this gives it a look like the Wii U gamepad. It's basically a Wii U gamepad, but you can play it on here and not have to have the console turned on. There's something I love about the Nintendo Switch is that you don't have to have this console here plugged in at all or turned on or anything like that to be able to play. You can just press the power button and your Switch will turn on, and you can see here that this isn't plugged into anything. The screen here isn't plugged into anything. It works great. And then another thing, I will take these off. This piece here is a little kickstand that will pop out. And be careful with pulling it off. You don't have to be super gentle. You want to be forceful enough that it actually comes off. It might give you a little bit of trouble, but that is all right. And then this will stand up, and you can play with your Joy-Cons like this. If you flip that up, right there you can fit a micro SD card for more game storage on your Switch. So a couple things on the Nintendo Switch when you actually turn it on. You have to press R and L at the same time on your remotes to get them connected, and you'll feel a little vibration on each of the controllers when it connects. So then I've got to press A to continue, and then press the same button 3 different times. So this button here on the left controller is screenshot. So click that, you see up here, it will say capture taken. And then if I go down here, this blue thing here is album, and you can go look at all the screenshots you have taken. There is the one I just took a moment ago, and you can either hide it, delete it, go back, or editing and posting. And with editing and posting, you can add words to the picture, so that's a lot of fun if you're in the middle of a game and you want to take a picture of something, and then you can add some words later. When you turn it on, you will have to go ahead and set up your accounts on here. You can have multiple accounts, and you also have to do things like Wi-Fi and all that kind of stuff. If you go into system settings here, you can turn on airplane mode. You've got brightness, screen lock, parental controls, internet, data management, and a lot more things. TV settings, you can go in there and scroll through all the stuff, see what there is to see. And you can go to system and look at that kind of stuff, system update. If you want to change the console nickname, you can do that in system settings down at the very bottom in system. You can also press this button next to system and it will say controllers. So you can change the grip/order, you can find controllers, pair new controllers, and this will help you when you're trying to connect other sets of Joy-Cons. So you can see here that these Joy-Cons I've got in my hand are already connected. So if I grab these other ones and press L and R, you can see that there's a second pair up here, and then you can just close that, and these controllers will work as well as these controllers. In a moment, I will show you how to set it up on the TV, because with this, you can have it either on this small screen here, or you can have it on your big TV. So I will show you how to do that now. So for plugging in your Nintendo Switch, you want to open this up here, take the other end of this cable, and plug it in where it says AC adapter. So it'll be the very first one, and then put it out like that. And also while you've got this open, just kind of put your HDMI cable in there. It is the bottom one, and then USB is in the middle. Then have both of the cords come out there, and just shut that. And you can take this and plug it in. So how we've got our setup, because we have a projector here that we watch our movies on. So we've got a little box here with a bunch of places to plug in the HDMI. I will plug it in. There we go. Now it's plugged in. Take my console here, slide the Nintendo Switch screen in there, and then you can press the button if needed. And once you do that, as long as you have the right source for your TV, the Nintendo Switch stuff will appear on your screen, so you can play on the big screen or on the cute little screen there, you choose. The Nintendo Switch is a lot of fun. It's very portable, so when you are on a car ride, all you really need is the charger, Joy-Cons, your games, and the screen. If you are going on like a vacation, I recommend taking this console and all the stuff you got with it in case you want to play on the TV there at your vacation spot. For charging your Nintendo Switch, there are two ways you can do it. You can either have this piece plugged in and just slide that in and make sure it's kind of locked in place sort of, and it will be good. The second way you can do it, there's a little port here on the bottom of your Switch screen. You can plug it in there and sometimes it will light up. So this is the Nintendo Switch. It's a lot of fun to play with. The games I have are Splatoon 2, Super Mario Odyssey, and ARMS, and those are a lot of fun, and I will do a video about each of those showing you guys how to play and doing a little review on each of those games. So this is the Nintendo Switch. Alright, so this is the Nintendo Switch. This is all the stuff I got. I love my Switch. It is a lot of fun to play with, so lots of fun there. And then something I found interesting and kind of funny was if you have the right adapter, you can use GameCube remotes on this. I haven't actually tried it because I don't have the adapter, but that's what I found when I was looking up And then I was reading a little bit about the Switch. So I kind of really want to try that because that would be awesome. I love the GameCube. So anyways, if you are looking into getting a Nintendo Switch, I definitely recommend this for playing on for really any age. It's a lot of fun to play with. There are different kinds of games. There are different games and different types of games. You've got adventure games, you've got shooter games, lots of fun there. So I will put a link down below in the description to go show you the Switch on Amazon and the parts that I got. So make sure you go check that out. And then another thing I'll mention is I got 2 adapters that will let me play Wii U remotes on the Nintendo Switch. I will do a video showing how to set that up. So go make sure you check that out when it comes out in a couple days, and I will see you then.